think the defense had a lot of mistakes that we got to clean up. Myself included. I think I tackled terribly. Like, I was very disappointed in myself. Obviously that's something I just got to continue to work on. Do a few more live periods throughout practice, and just continue to keep that strength up.
How hard is it when the offense is struggling and you guys are out there for 35, 36, 37 minutes at a time? Does it start to wear on you guys a little bit?
Absolutely not. If we're going to be the defense that we say we want to be, we have to be ready for those moments. We have to have those broad shoulders to take on stuff like that. Defense wins championships, and that's what we're prepared to do. If that comes down to it, that's what it is. But there's going to be times where we're going to struggle, and we have full faith in the offense that they're going to have our backs. That's what it's a team sport. It's complementary football, and thankfully we just came on top.
Danny, is there a balance between taking this as a wake-up call but not panicking?
Maybe. Obviously, in college football, there's a lot of teams. You saw this week that couldn't get a win, and so you got to take a win as a win. Obviously, we know we have to improve, like I said before. Obviously, you're going to get exposed. You're going to get scarred up. I think on both sides of the ball that happened, and we just know that we just have to get better every single day.
Can be said about Grayson again, coming up with a big play.
Yeah, I talked about this earlier on radio. That's a player who has really just put in his time and effort, and has finally seen the fruits of his labor. It's a guy who came in, kind of a little goofier guy, lighthearted, and he's really matured. He's a guy that's come in here, really taken on a leadership role. I'm really proud of him, man. That's a guy, him and my old roommate, KG, were always over, so just kind of see him grow, I'm really proud of him. We were joking about it at practice the other day, just how if I have a question about what the D-line's doing, I can go to him. It's someone, him, Dom, Jay, and DT, those guys have just matured, man. They've really, learned what they're doing, learned the technique, and they have it down soundly.
Can you describe that play from your perspective, the safety?
Yeah, we were in a cover two. Obviously I had a strong safety fit inside of me, so they were doing like a stretch or something, so I was be ready to lever it. Grayson did a phenomenal job, great knockback, and then just made a terrific play.
You just kind of knifed through there, unblocked almost.
Yeah, I'm trying.
What is that? Low, getting your pads low and
low pad level, just wants it more. In those big moments, you got to make big plays, and Grayson's been doing that week in, week out, and it's another great week from him.
Did you think it was a safety? Did you think the replay
was
going to overturn it?
No, I thought it was going to get overturned, but I knew it was a safety. Kind of just how the game was going. I think with that interception, which was very clear an interception, but at the end of the day, it's just what it is. You just got to continue to play football.
For the team to, whenever it got backed up, the defense seemed to make those plays. Is that something that you knew this defense was capable of heading into the season?
Absolutely. We spent 2 years building this defense, and we're starting now to see the rewards of it. I think we have a long ways to go. I think our tackling just overall needs to improve. We got ourselves they were on rhythm, which kind of put us in some tough situations. Last week they let up 6 sacks. We didn't really come up to that standard with only 2 this week. But offenses know how to attack us with moving the pocket, and we just got to continue to improve our game plan and just be ready for it.
What are the emotions like in a game that's this close that whole time? Do you feel the pressure? Or?
Not really. Obviously, with the atmosphere, and obviously on defense, you give the crowd as an advantage. But we practice those same situations on the practice field. So when it all comes down, you're going to fall to your habits, not rise to the occasion. And that's definitely what we did today.
As the leader of this defense, what do you think your message is going to be to the guys the rest of the week? Maybe the rest of the weekend and then going into next week.
Yeah, Ethan kind of touched upon it. He just kind of said in that locker room, look, have no doubt. We are Oklahoma. This is what we are. Obviously, we didn't get the win that we want, but at the end of the day, a win's a win. You have to celebrate a day like today because it's very difficult to win. You see that all over, but I'm really proud of these guys and how they responded.
You've seen enough of these through the years, haven't you? Where it's like, okay, we won, we can move on. We don't have to be upset about how we won.
Yeah,
that's you're 4 years in college now. You should.
Absolutely. With every single coaching staff, you look back with the same coach, Tulane, 2021. It was a very similar situation. Right. It's just kind of how the game goes. I wish every single game could be a blowout, but that's just not how it goes. When people play Oklahoma, you're going to get your best. And I don't think people understand that. People are always looking forward to it. We always have a target on our back, and we understand that. I've been doing this for a long time. We know you have to prepare every single game like it's a Super Bowl because that's how every team treats it.
Danny, what do you think you learned watching this defense grow over the past few years that can help you with some of the guys on the offense that are struggling right now? Maybe whether it's not to press, whether it's just to go back to work and get better. What would your message be to those guys?
You're going to have bad plays. You're going to face adversity. I think it happens. Look at Robert Jennings, kind of that one play, and he just responded. That's a veteran move right there. A lot of younger guys are going to have a situation like that where they're going to get down on themselves. It's kind of that the quicksand. They're going to have one play, and then it's going to let them affect the next play, next thing you know, they're you know, in over their head. But RJ did a phenomenal job responding. You know, had a great call. We practiced all week, and he goes in there and makes an interception and a huge.
Is it? You think that was a lesson the defense learned tonight, also maybe after Woody's interception, because we've seen the way that PI is being called this year, and it didn't seem like that qualified for what the new restrictions are or whatever.
I mean, we had.
And then to give up the big play next is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to kind of respond, you know, something like that. That's Oklahoma beating Oklahoma. You know, that's Houston not doing anything. You know, they played a phenomenal football game. You know, they stuck to their game plan very well. But, you know, like you said, you just got to respond. You know, adversity is going to happen. You know, it's tough. You know, Woody, I think that's a phenomenal play. You know, that's exactly what you're being taught. That's great technique from a veteran. And we got to just, you know, forget about it. You know, I think we kind of were stuck on it, and they got us on a shot in the next play, which it stinks. But to give up that only touchdown like that, it's brutal. You know, I think we're playing such good defense. But we responded very well after that, and that's all you can ask for.